Hello, this is Tyler G of Batman Figs on Instagram, as well as co-host of DC Figures and Collectibles, which is a podcast for any collector of all things, toys, action figures, statues. But when we talk about media, it tends to be DC stuff. We don't really talk about Marvel. And I do that with a guy named Scott at d.batfan on Instagram. I'll make sure I put his stuff in the description below. And yeah, today we were doing, this is the third review from the next wave. I don't know if it is considered the next wave or if all of these figures are considered wave one, but this is the second batch of them that I've gotten. It was 3 figures today. It was Nightwing, Batman Who Laughs, and Batgirl. And Nightwing is the last one I'm taking a look at. And right off the bat, I like the Nightwing reminds me a lot of the most modern interpretations in the comics, as well as what you see on like Titans, especially in season 2, since that's where he first appears. And here's the box. Here's a card. He comes with like a baseball trading card. Here's all the old comic book art lining the inside. Nightwing. The official name is called Better Than Batman, which is actually a line that, or something close to that they say in the second season of Titans. Here's the artwork of the card on the back of the box. It comes with the middle piece for the Batmobile Build-A-Figure. 22 points of articulation. And as you can see, I have him surrounded by some different versions of himself, just so you can get an idea of how much bigger these McFarlane toys are. They're 7-inch scale. The Icon DC collectibles version of Nightwing is right here, and he looks like a little shrimp compared to him. And even this animated New Batman Adventure Nightwing looks very small next to him. And I also want to show you, here's a Mattel. Here's a Tim Drake. Here's a Red Hood. You could probably get the Tim Drake to work, but I know Red Hood's supposed to be pretty tall. Jason. So that's how he looks next to some versions of his Bat Brethren, his Bat Fan, that are out right now. I don't have the DC Essential Hood, although I might need to get them now. But as far as Tim Drake goes, the only version I believe that has recently come out. I don't have any other versions outside of the animated, of course. But here he is next. We're just gonna do some. We're gonna look at the figures. Nah, I'll do. Let's see, Mr. Grayson. So, right off the bat, I think his hair is pretty immaculately done. You can tell that they do a lot of good sculpt work on the hair. Very minimalist. The design right there. But then you see as you go to the arms, there's some different sculpt work. And some stuff on the side there on his ribs. Which looks like there's weaving or chainmail style armor on the inner thigh. And then the boots. You can see the articulation there already. He has articulation on the toe. He has a ball joint for the ankle that allows for the hinge and up and down movement. Double knee. And it is nice too to have a more mature and even a mean looking Dick Grayson, because you just don't see him often with a scowl. Usually a happy-go-lucky guy. So there's the front. Let's take a look at the back. This is for the ladies and some fellas. So here's the back, and it's really cool that he actually has some built-in storage for his screamo sticks. I thought I was going to lose the word. Because most figures that this is the first time that I have a figure, a Nightwing figure, that has these things holding in his sticks. And those are the only accessory he comes with, sadly. No extra hands or even like a lightning effect for these screamo sticks. But that's fine, that's fine. He has an above above 90-degree armor, because you see as the butterfly joint, you'll see it disappear as I lift this up. So there's an example of it working. But it is a really cool joint because it's really clean. Alright, so he has diaphragm and waist rotation, so he can get a lot of acrobatic poses, hopefully. That's as far as he can bend forward. Oh, that's better. He can bend back a decent amount. See if we can get his head to move. As much as I can get it to look up. So his head doesn't move too much. You have bicep swivel. This is as much as you can move. Here, I'm gonna take these out. As much as you can move a double elbow. Here's as much as you can move the double knee. And here's some more on the outside of the thigh. Just to look at something like the mesh or the weaving, whatever it is, chainmail style armor. I really like overall just how clean it looks. Not too busy, not too much going on, but you also immediately know it's Nightwing. Very classic suit. Okay, now it's time for size comparisons. We already did a few of them, but basically you can see them all. These are all the newest McFarlane stuff. Come on. Alright, so here's Harley Quinn. Ah, dominoes! Gosh, I absolutely hate this. This is the best part of doing reviews. Hoping that your Batman's ears don't get dented into the wall. There's the newest McFarlane Batman, and I don't know what's going on because, to be honest, it looks like Nightwing's bigger than Batman. That doesn't seem right. So I don't know, maybe their scales are a little weird or wonky. Let's go back to back. You notice Batman has some of that same design on his thigh, so Nightwing must have copied, or maybe Batman copied. Okay, maybe Batman is a little taller than put his head up. Alright, well now we have a bonus because I've opened all three of these figures. All three of the figures, this wave, instead of coming with just cards and accessories, it actually came with a Build-A-Figure. And the Build-A-Figure is a Batmobile. And it's very reminiscent of the Golden Age, early Batmobile designs, only with the Batman head on the front. And even into the 80s and early 90s they have that. But if you look from the side profile, it looks exactly like Batman the Animated Series, which is awesome. That's the kind of Batmobile people love. There's usually two Batmobiles that everyone loves, and more mainstream audiences will know a third, which is the Tumbler. But the most iconic Batmobiles tend to be Batman 89 and the Batman Animated Series, with some people still liking the 1966 version. Of course, nothing wrong with that. But in terms of most iconic, I'd say BTAS and the Batman 89. And this has some like roughed up looking dry brushing to make it look metallic. The wheels do rotate. They have some nice detail, especially for something that's so small, like Batman, the Batman symbol on the hubcaps. You see, it looks like this thing's been worn, been driving a while. So I appreciate the amount of detail on it, but I know for collectors, especially in terms of scale, it's like, what are we going to do with that? And then also, why not give us another accessory, extra hands? A Build-A-Figure piece, so we can make a cool Build-A-Figure that, you know, might not sell a lot individually, but those that want it can collect the line and create a character that's not, you know, released usually or often. So I don't know, I'm not a big fan of this Batmobile, but we'll see how McFarlane continues to progress, because I remember DC Multiverse did something like this with the grapple gun. for the Justice League wave, and a lot of people didn't really enjoy that. So maybe McFarlane will learn from the heirs of their ways, or maybe they just won't give a crap and just keep doing whatever they want to do. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. For pictures, look at any link in the description below. I'll have my Instagram, I'll have Scott's, I'll have the DC Figures and Collectibles podcast. And for more pictures, you could head over to my Instagram at Batman Figs, Batman Figs. And I'll talk to you later.